Today, we're not just dropping one nuke or two nukes, but infinite nukes. Okay, actually, we're dropping more bombs instead of nukes because Ninja Kiwi buffed them. Basically, upgrades to the basic bombing run or never while you move up this path, aka the middle ace path, so we're improving these across the board while also reducing the cooldown of GZ to match tier 5. And, as you see from the changes here, ground 0 cooldown is down to 35 seconds, and the damage of the tier 4 is up 50%, while the TSAR BOMBA damage is doubled, which is pretty crazy, except when you think about the fact that most people get TSAR BOMBA, or rather middle path in general, for the ability, and not for the bombing run, which is understandable when you consider the amount of micro that needs to go into the ace tower, depending on the map, if you want to make it do reasonable, or rather consistent damage at all. Because once you get to more advanced maps, like I guess another brick here, then you're going to start to need to actually like change the targeting often if you want it to flow over the track. But personally, I'm up for the task because I think there's a very simple pattern, at least I tested, that consistently covers the track for the most part. So just follow my simple pattern here. We go to figure infinite now, and then once it's about to leave, figure 8, and then back to circle. Now this completely falls apart if I need to chase a balloon at all, but that's not the point. The point is there is a consistent enough pattern that has it over the track for a good amount of time. So personally, I know what I'm signing up for. I'm not gonna go crazy, you know, having to spam this simple micro from time to time. Let's go to Pineapple Ace now, and I guess it's time to mention, you know the challenge, 2 Mega Pops. Now before even dropping your Hero Striker, let's get our Bomber Ace, because I don't want to keep relying on, you know, a single 1 damage Pineapple. Once we get this, then we get a lot of good general damage. And now we should probably get Striker as soon as possible so that these Bomber Aces can actually pop Black Balloons. Now, I know if you want to get the Pierce buff that Striker gives, you need to put him in range of the tower, aka the Ace in this case. Oh, I had to stop mic for a second. But I'm not going to do that for this one, because, I mean, it's bombs, guys. How much more Pierce do they need? I don't think they're going to be Pierce caps, so I think I'm okay, personally, with just sticking it at the bottom there. Actually, I lied. We're relocating him to the bottom right corner because I just realized I need to outbuff this thing eventually. So where I had him originally was going to take the outbuff away. Anyway, 1-3-0 now. And you see me slacking a little bit here. I thought I could get away with only infinite micro, but yeah, even for these early rounds, it's such a big difference just simply doing the easy micro. But I have to make sure to start the round with the ace in the right spot so that it doesn't randomly whiff those black balloons. So watch carefully here. A couple pings scan through. But we got our sub and Dart Monkey to clutch up. Rapid Fire should help a little bit. Again, I know completely what I signed up for, but I want to see if it's possible at all to just get away with being lazy for at least for the early game parts here. Like, I don't mind doing it. It's just to do it for 73 more rounds is probably going to be pretty tiring by the end. So I think now they got 2-3-0. It's looking a lot better. You know, a really good tower to pair with this would probably just be a Spike Factory, so that I can probably consistently leave it in infinite, and just the random balloons to get through, which are usually just, you know, a stray yellow or pink, can get eaten up with a Spike Factory. But let's save $1,000 instead. Save money. So in turn, save more than $1,000 with this, and I think I'd probably squeeze in an outbuff soon, or even now. Alright, this round is decently hard, so back to the pattern is for now, until at least we get outbuff, which should come after these rainbow pops here. Nice. We successfully afforded it. Now, unfortunately, I think the hardest part of this challenge is going to be the save up from Bomber Ace to Ground 0. Because, goddamn, that's a $19,000 upgrade that we need to save up for. And you already can see, if I stopped microing, I would be dead to even these rounds here. Again, it's not too late to drop a Spike Factory if I wanted to, but we got some pops to save here. But Ground 0 would be a huge power spike, at least like in terms of our bomb damage. It'll go from, I think, 2 to 15. So not even counting the ability, which is a good thing to also use if we need to bail ourselves out. Anyway, I upgraded my sub up there to 300 now, so it stops taking away pops. Let's do Jungle Drums. I think I'm actually only going to go for a single discount for this one. Also, don't mind me. I'm feeling like I'm getting the hang of this pattern now. So much so that I think I'm gonna just fast forward through it. It feels less tiring that way, obviously, because the game runs at 1/3 the speed if I don't do this. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I can see that pattern for the mob here. Okay, let's try to use the ability twice here and time the stun for there while the bomb's laying right on top of it. See what I'm trying to do. And come on, come on, come on. It's about to pop. Spam the ability. Oof. Closer. Alright, pretty pricey, but how about airburst starts? Because I'm gonna need more consistent decamo later on anyway. As I said, I only plan to get one village, and that village isn't camo. And you see, that pops way earlier, but maybe too early because I used my striker stun. Yeah, if you don't use striker stun on the first pass through, then we're good. Watch now. Fast forward through it all, and then just drop the stun now. And we can clean up. Nice. And now that we got some semi-easy mid-40s rounds, we have to go for ground zero, I guess, before the next mob comes in. Otherwise, we're in a bit of a pickle. I definitely cannot beat round 43 with an inconsistent bomb race, so had to use one striker stun there, but we got through it. What I am attempting right now is absolutely diabolical, and the fact that that pattern can't even consistently beat round 44 is concerning. Even if the TSAR Bomba run did like 100 damage, people would still be scared away from using it, I would bet, based on what you're seeing right now. Now for the F-Cerams here, I think if I don't beat this one... Oh, I died to the last one. I think it's honestly just easier getting a glue, right? Mob glue is going to be something I'm going to get anyway at the top, so might as well slow down some cerams while I'm already there. So that should guarantee they're slow enough to be popped. One ability, and we are good. This round's going to be a challenge and a half, especially for the, I believe, group ceram wave coming right about now. I'm pretty sure my glue's going to miss a hell of a lot of them, so striker stun it is, but this still misses a crazy amount. That's bad. Alright, let us see, let us see. How about we unsubmerge the sub? Just to give it a couple hundred pops here. Break down cerams a little bit easier. Stun now. That was a clutch stun. Come on. Let's reverse start. I need to save it. Nice. We didn't need the reverse, but that's good news. And now I'm dead to the zebras because I had to change my micro. And I wasn't prepared for it. God damn. Okay, we're fully locked into this attempt. Fully locked in, I tell you. Beat the zebras. Now time for Rigger Rainbows. I got striker stun up again. Let's see if we need to use it. Or we're good. Nah, this one was clean. Still 1.5k off. That sucks. My sub is at 2.2k pops, which is not bad, honestly. But I do believe, according to my math, we afford the ground zero in the middle of this round. $300, 200, 100, and there we go, we got it. But again, coast is not clear. It's not clear, holy crap. I died. Again, you're probably wondering why I'm so reluctant to go for a spike fracture. That's because I have a better stall that I want to get after getting ground zero. But it's too expensive to get right now, if you feel me. So again, I just gotta try again and again until it works, and there we go. We can submerge the sub now. Now that our ground zero probably just absolutely wipes out. Our 15 damage bombs can wipe out a Moab, right? Right? Wait, what? How about now? Pff, okay, that was bad. I didn't need the nuke there, but it worked, so let's not complain. Now, I'm fully aware the reason I'm dying this round is because we can't glue the cerams because it's the decamo is behind the glue. So I gotta figure that out by the time DTs come. It'd be nice to slow him down early. But for now, we'll make sure at least one bomb lands. And okay, $2,500. Let's finally get stuff so that we don't randomly die to stuff like that. So it was Ice Tower. I think Absolute Zero and TSAR Bomba, especially the buffed Absolute Zero now, is a pretty good combo on paper. You get the global AZ ability and the attack itself, and you can basically perma-stall a bunch of things so that you get the ground zero ability up when you need it to, when you're about to leak. And I think we're just not gonna hesitate. Instead of microwaving to beat mobs here, we should just nuke it thanks to the reduced 10-second cooldown. It's a big deal. Like that round, if I didn't use it, or if I didn't have the cooldown reduction, we would have had the mic for that. Let's get this now, though, so That should give us some wiggle room. So we got a second glue in the back for consistency. It seems to be working pretty well. We can let the Absolute Zero just clean up random straight greens at the back. I don't like its range, though. I feel like where it's placed still leaks incredibly easily. So let's make the jump to Snowstorm for even bigger range. And primary training as well for more range. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's get that. Now, I think what I should be doing instead of ending rounds with the Ground Zero ability is probably use it like right before a round ends so that it leaves a couple things behind. So that I have like a good amount of the ability cooled off by the time next round comes around, you know what I mean? If I'm ending the round with the ability, that means I have to wait 35 seconds again for it to be useful next round, which is bad. So I did it this time. I got this pretty late, and okay, I kind of choked, but that's fine. Striker stun. There's no bombs I can even hit here. Oh god, that's so sad. The Ice Tower will slowly whittle it down into nothing. Alright, another Ground Zero this round. Oh, I left mobs up, but that's fine. These are very damaged, and so one nuke probably ends it all off. See this one bombing run here? Oh, that was so satisfying. Now, back in my day, everybody used nukes. By that, I mean in 2019, not 1950. But I remember a time where, I don't know if I would say meta, but a lot of people seem to utilize the Ground Zero in their chip strategy, because that was, the ability is one of the best things. Once again, because of power creep, we no longer need to rely on a nuke ability to actually beat hard rounds like 98. But I do remember, you know, back when the game started out, how good that ability was, and that was back when the bombs did basically 0 damage. Fun fact as well, but for the TSAR Bomba, the bombing run does 30 damage now as of this update, but back in version 1, it did get this 3 damage, and for 10 whole updates, it was stuck at 3 damage until they buffed it to 10. So kind of crazy to think about that this tower got a 10x damage buff ever, like, compared to the game release, but again, it's not truly 10x because 95% of the power is in the ability itself rather than the bombs. Frickin' heck, we still got 5k to go, which is basically the hardest rounds of the 70s. How about a nuke on this round here? To hopefully have the ability saved up for 76. Although, frankly, we just need to land bombs in 76 and we're good. We'll use a freeze here. And come on, can we snipe? Come on, I need the bombing run to land. Beautiful. Nice, round ended. Let's see. Oh, it turns the Cerems into pinks, or rather reds. Which could be bad if I let them regrow at all, yeah. Well, the good news is that we basically almost have the Ground Zero ability up again, so why don't I just... Okay, I didn't micro at all. I just left it in a circle there. Which honestly, circle isn't bad, because there's only like maybe 30% of the time where the bombs aren't attacking. Granted, minus 30% DPS is really bad, so I'm still not going to trust that micro. Plus, we're only a couple $100 off of TSAR Bomba now. I'm feeling real trigger happy, so that looks like it's gonna leak. Hang on. I want to use my star, but I want to make sure to break down the BFBs as well. So let me at least get one bombing run on them. And let's go, I would say, after these couple bombs here, to be safe. Now. Perfect. Everything was popped. One mob is left. We got the biggest nuke known to mankind. We'll just strike a stun to end that off. But there we have it. Damage doubled. Consistency up 0%. But hey, it's the thought that matters. Now we can one-shot ceramics instead of leaving them into reds. And now let me show you how big these bombs can pack a punch. Without using the star ability, we're able to take down a BFB just like that. Shit, there's 20 rounds to go, and I'm already tired of the micro pattern. Honestly, I think what people did back in the day, back when the TSAR Bomba bombs didn't do damage, at least like doing this challenge, 2 megapops, is that they simply just like stalled every round out so that they can nuke it in one shot, which I can do right now, thankfully, because it's only blimps. In fact, having only blimps is much easier for me. Can I try to end this round off with only one balloon left? Nope. Like I'm telling you, it's not just the bomber runs, like the bombs being dropped, that is what's skillful about the TSAR Bomba Ace. It's also, it's using it at the perfect time so you never leave anything bad while it's off cooldown. Use it now to nuke the insides immediately, and there we go. We got enough for Absolute Zero. which should help a little bit. In fact, so much so that I can probably just take my hands off of the micro-ring for a second and just let the Absolute Zero go to work. So watch this freeze with this awesome stun action. I can freeze him basically 4 times, doing 16 damage. And, oh, that didn't actually nuke everything. Well, time to micro, I guess. Okay, that was actually Exhibit A of why micro-ring is still really important, because I had 4 freezes there, yet, you know, it still didn't do as much damage versus if I was constantly micro-ring and didn't have the slowdown. This time, though, I think I did it just right. But bad news, I'm gonna end this round off and have fortified mobs coming in instantly, which I do not have for 35 more seconds. But again, let's use our Absolute Zero now. Should keep all the mobs in place. And Relentless should stun the Cerams so that there's enough time for the bomb run to get him. Is that right? Yep, we did it. Nuko 89 as well. This is bad because DDs come in very quickly. How is Striker? Level 19, that's perfect. That's the level where the bombs have full black bomb power, which is important because now they would do half the damage otherwise. But isn't that pretty cool sight to hold? 35 damage bomb, so wants to do math for me, or I'll do it myself. 140 damage, provided all 4 bombs in each run land. Sounds pretty good to me. I don't know about you. Let's nuke out 91 here so that we leave a couple Cerams left. And that was a good round that we stalled the ability off for. What's great about the 140 damage per run, though, is now that's enough to, I think, one-shot fortified Cerams in the late game. So if our ice catches things in the back, then all we need is 1 run to go through, which is perfect, as you see on Circle. We can clutch on the backside. And that should make sure every threat is neutralized. Ugh, the Absolute Zero didn't last long enough there. I'm just gonna start with that. Ooh, that was close. I got 23k, but honestly, do I even need to use it? I think I probably at most need it for 1 Bloons TD for DT rounds. But I feel like that's about it. Or rather, that's about it. 95 is a long-ass round, so I don't mind just AFKing and just nuking out the entirety of this. Now, is it possible to stall long enough for all 30? The nuke to get all 30? Well, let's see here. 1 DT is awfully far. Is there any micro where I can get 1 bomb to land? Yeah, there. But that's too risky. We'll use it now. Oh, and that did get everything. We got plenty of slowdowns. For the F-mobs here, yep, I'll freeze now. While my ace bombs are in that spot. And that should be good. Enough to stall for that ability, come on. Nice. You know, I'm having a lot more fun now that I'm actually doing more than just microing the ace. I'm getting that nuke ability off. It is super, super satisfying. And I left the Ceram back there alive. Crap, can this bomb land? Hitbox? Nice. And the greatest part of this all is that 90 is going to be easy, thanks to the TSAR bomb ability. I don't know if it's possible to stall the ability at all. I'm just going to hope that the 35 seconds doesn't matter. And it shouldn't, because again, just a simple Absolute Zero gives us more than enough time to stall. 1 nuke takes out all FBFBs. I would like the ability, though, for round 99. Just because I don't know if I can last 35 seconds. Like, against FDDCs this time. Remember last time I was able to nuke them with bombs, but with doubled HP, it's kind of sus. But I also don't think I can just damage it with the bombs. All these BFBs, I could try. But I'm gonna take the easy way out. Plus, we got a time machine. 47k. Let's see if it's possible, okay? We'll Sabo now. And then we'll Absolute Zero as late as we can. Okay, not too late. Because I don't want them to get out of my bomb micro range. Like, we actually are gonna be able to pop 3 of them. That's good. This is closer than it has any business being. Holy moly. If not for the balloon that leaked, then we actually would have gotten all FDTs down. That's nice. Okay, how about this time we stun? We actually don't use Sabo yet. Maybe after they unthaw. Is it more important to stun them? This. Sabo now. Come on. Freeze. No way. How the hell did that work? That was so terrible. But we did it. And now we'll spend a first strike, sadly. Breaks our 50k saved up. But I think 1 should do it. Or did I need to pre-prep it? Because this is 10k damage. However, I don't think the TSAR Bomba, even with the bombs doing that much damage, can cover the last 18k HP. A nuke now for an extra 3,000. Hell no, hell no. Probably a first strike and a spike storm then. Should leave us with plenty of money still. Alright, let's nuke now. Okay, only ZMGs. Freeze them. Now, I gotta make sure the next nuke actually kills the entire ZMG, so... on top of making sure it stays in place for the next 30 plus seconds, which I'm gonna spam Striker and all Sabos, let's try to maximize damage with Figure Infinite here. I think this probably lands the most amount of bombs. Freeze again. So we have the ability up again, but I'm gonna wait till the last boss 1 minute. That's probably the smartest idea. I'll drop it now. Damn, Moabs. Literally just had to add like 1 or 2 more bombing runs at attempt and it would have worked. Well, this time I just unsubmerged itself up here. And let's try this again. Perfect. Freeze that. And let's hope for more damage this time. Sabo. This is again a good point where if I knew better marker to keep the ace in the bottom left, then I would employ it, but this is the best I can do. Take it or leave it. Hell, we actually have enough pops here that I could probably just use the hang on. Let's use the Spike Storm ability. Wait for it. Now, to do just a little bit of damage, and that should win. Yep, I saw a freeze there, which probably meant we hit through every layer. And there it is, the most annoying, maybe one of the most annoying 2 Mecha Pops you can attempt. But I would say also interesting because it doesn't, you know, play like your normal tower, considering how much different this ability is compared to DPS towers, and how inconsistent, as you see. Despite all that damage, they can keep giving damage buffs. And again, I don't think many people bat an eye. It is nice to have, though. Those are my thoughts.